and welcome to yet another fascinating edition of the program CAC Weekly, a weekly program that keeps you abreast on the activities and achievements of the Corporate Affairs Commission. I am Amina Jibril. It's been an engaging week for the Commission, and we begin with the news that the Senior Staff Association of Statutory Corporations and Government-Owned Companies have applauded the Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Alhaji Garba Abubakar, for complying with the Industrial Court judgment which ruled that the Amalgamated Union of Public Corporations Civil Service Technical and Recreational Services employees cannot unionize senior staff from the rank of a senior supervisor and above. The President General of the Senior Staff Association, Yunusa Muhammad, gave the commendation while inaugurating the association's caretaker committee for the Corporate Affairs Commission held in Abuja. Yunusa Muhammad, who said that the association was duly registered with Federal Ministry of Labor, traced its history back to 1978 and added that it believes in the principles of dialogue, social partnerships, and problem management, amongst others. Speaking on its spread, the President General revealed that it commands large followership in organizations such as the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, and Federal Housing Authority, FHA, amongst others. He further revealed that SSAS GOC in settling labor matters ensures that ideas were brought forward and investment and research were carried on, as well as local and foreign training for members and zero tolerance for insults while trying to resolve industrial disputes. Responding shortly after taking the oath of office, the branch caretaker, President Suleiman Girai, thanked the association for finding them worthy to serve and pledged to discharge their responsibilities effectively without fear or favor. Other members of the caretaker committee include Umar Tata, who is the secretary, Ibrahim Tama, a trustee, MZ Kasina, also a trustee, Muhammad Hafiz, a trustee, and S.A. Yola, the treasurer.
Victory, there is victory for us. Victory, there is victory for us. In the struggle for our members, there is victory for us.
We say congratulations and best wishes to them. And in another development, the Registrar General and CEO of the CAC, Alhaji Garba Abubakar, has revealed that the interface for the registration of new legal entity types introduced by the CAMA 2020, namely Limited Liability Partnerships (LLPs) and Limited Partnerships (LPs), will be unveiled by 1st of April 2021. The Registrar General, who stated this during a media briefing on the upgraded company's registry portal, CRP, enjoined the Commission's accredited customers to strive to revalidate their account on the portal before the end of March 2021, as that was necessitated by the fact that some customers were now deceased, changed details, or their location without updating the database, amongst others. He therefore stressed that any account not revalidated by the deadline will cease to have effect by 1st of April until the customer comes forward to revalidate. He, however, said that the right of public users to register companies on their own remains sacrosanct, as there is an interface for accounts by public users. On the implementation of Nigeria's commitment under the Open Government Partnership (OGP) and the Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative on the disclosure of beneficial owners of companies, the CAC Scribe revealed that the new portal provides for the disclosure of persons with significant control, and the legal framework was modeled after the United Kingdom's concept of PSC. He said that was in line with His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari's commitment during the 2016 Anti-Corruption Summit in London that Nigeria was going to deploy a publicly available register of beneficial ownership, adding that the information was available free of charge via cac.gov.ng. The RG maintained that the CAC recorded yet another milestone by becoming the first company's registry in the world to issue a certificate of incorporation with a QR code, and added that henceforth all documents certified by the Commission on the CRP will have the QR code. While giving updates on the federal government's free 250,000 business name registration, the Registrar General said 30,000 certificates had been generated and therefore urged applicants to exercise more patience as the Commission was being diligent to ensuring that the data provided by the selected aggregators were genuine. Wow! So many firsts for the CAC. God bless the CAC and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We'll be back after this break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. And now let's talk more about the upgraded company registration portal, CRP, which was opened to customers on the 4th of January 2021. A promise kept by the Registrar General, who upon assumption in January 2020 displayed commitment to the deployment of an end-to-end registration solution for the Commission's customers in line with global best practice. Our esteemed viewers may recall that last week we brought you a step-by-step demo on how to use the upgraded portal. Today, in line with customer feedback, Mr. Roberta Ambrose Chinwiki, Head Information and Communications Technology CAC, and Malam Muhammad Abdullahi, the Technical Assistant to the Registrar General, addresses some of the concerns of the Commission's esteemed customers.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. The new registration portal, that's the CRP, was opened to customers on the 4th of January 2021 as promised by the Commission. Now, 2 weeks down the line, what has the response been? So far, so good. Has it been an excitement in the air or worries in the air?
All right. Thank you very much for that question. I think it has been that of excitement. Here in the Commission, we're excited, and most of our customers are also excited. And why do I say so? The feedback we've been getting is that such that the customers are excited that post-incorporation activities, which hitherto was done manually, is now online. So you don't have to come to Corporate Affairs Commission, any of its branches, for you to file any of your post-incorporation processes. So I think it's a lot of excitement.
Okay. Madam Mohammed Abdullahi, technical assistant, I know in the last 1 hour or so your phones have not stopped ringing, and I'm sure these are calls, from customers. Tell us what kind of questions or response do you get?
Okay, thank you very much. Most of the calls I receive from the customers are more of support calls, and we are giving them hand-holding support. And the issues that they normally raise is about the portal, how they can use the portal, navigating the portal, even though the portal has a veritable user experience because it's new, and some they are overwhelmed with the system. It's a one-stop portal, unlike the former portal, whereby you have the pre-registration there, you have the name reservation, you can do the public search. Everything is one-stop shop, one-stop portal.
Okay. Mr. Betta, this is your department, this is your field. We did a demo sometimes last week, from step to step. But for the purpose of those who are listening to us once again and who are watching this program, what are some of the new changes they'll begin to see on the portal?
All right. Thank you once again. You recall that the last interaction we had, we did a hands-on demonstration of what the portal looks like and how members of the public can navigate the portal. Don't also forget that the portal is a brainchild of the Commission pursuant to a new law that has come to be. And by new law, I mean the Company and Land Matters Act 2020, which repealed the old Act of 1990. So, and this new law has come with some provisions that were not taken care of by the old portal. So, and we have to move with the new law. So that was one of the reasons why the Commission had to hurriedly upgrade its portal so as to accommodate those new provisions of the new law. And if you get onto the portal now, you begin to see some introductions that were hitherto not there. For instance, in the old law, the law talked about authorized share capital. But this new law had dispensed with that. Instead, the new law is talking about issued share capital. So, if you get onto the portal now, you'll not see something like authorized share capital, a column for authorized share capital. What you'll be seeing is issued share capital. So, for somebody who's been accessing the old portal and you are not conversant with the new law, you might think that CAC has missed something. But I think we have gone ahead of many. We have read the law and we know what the provisions are, and we have tried to accommodate them in the new technology. So the new law also talks about, made a provision for persons with significant control in every registered company. So that was not there in the old law. We needed to also accommodate this provision in the new application. So among others, the new law talked about limited partnership and limited liability partnership, which are new entities that have been created by the new law. Now, these were not there in the old law. We also needed to make sure we accommodate these new entities that have come with the new law. So, for somebody who has not taken time to read the law, especially our esteemed colleagues in the legal profession, if you have not done that, you may be wondering, what are all these things that CAC is introducing? But I tell you, we did not just manufacture them from anywhere else more than what the new law says. So, but beyond that, I think some other things that the portal has come with is to make user experience most rewarding. For instance, this portal is an end-to-end registration system. At no point will you have a physical interaction between the customer and staff of the Corporate Affairs Commission. At this moment, the new portal provides for the comfort of your home and office, make your filings, and you download your certificate right there in your office or in your home. You don't have to come to CAC or go to any courier company to ask for a certificate or not.
Okay, the Commission held a press conference a week ago, and we did hear the Registrar General emphasizing on the need for revalidation, where people have to revalidate their information. Some people out there were mistaken who are the people who should revalidate. Is it company holders who have registered their company before now, or stakeholders like lawyers or companies registered?
Yes, thank you for that question, because we really have this opportunity to put the records straight. The Registrar General had immediate parley with journalists, and he talked about revalidation. And I read in some media that companies were given up to 31st of March to validate their records or cease to be. That is not correct. I think that the Registrar General was quoted out of context. What the Registrar General did say is that our accredited customers must revalidate their accreditation between now and 31st of March. And our accredited customers will mean lawyers, chartered accountants, and chartered secretaries who do business with CAC. If you must access the services of CAC as an agent, you must be accredited with us. I repeat, if you must do business with CAC as an agent, because by agency it means you are representing somebody else. So you must come for revalidation. And it is not the question of companies coming to do revalidation. However, there's also a window for companies to revalidate their records in CAC. And the Commission has not put a timeline, as far as I know, to that. However, a window has been provided in the portal where companies can access their records here with us and ascertain whether their records are up to date. Where it is found that the records are not up to date, there's also a platform on the portal where they will complain to say, oh, CAC, we filed recently a new change of directors. Okay, why is it that it's not reflecting in our records with you there? So upon that complaint, CAC can go back at the back end and look at its records and see, yes, whether such filings exist, and then update the records electronically so that the next time you conduct a search, you'll be able to see that, yes, the record has been updated. However, that access is not free. It's just a token of 1,000 naira. You ascertain whether your company's record is up to date, but that is ongoing.
Okay, Malam Mohammed Abdullahi, the CAMA 2020 provides a lot of transparency as far as company registration is concerned. For most people who don't want their identities disclosed, their credentials disclosed, and they still want to do business, how is the Commission going to address that? Okay,
thank you very much for this question, because it raised so many issues in the public space. And the Commission is mindful of personal information, identifiable information, and based on the data protection regulation of NIDA, the Commission has now put it into cognizance. So the portal is built in such a way that if there is any sensitive information, personal information will not be given to public. Like now, the Commission has dispensed with the former types of CTC that they used to give out, where you have the phone numbers, emails, addresses of directors or business owners with their signatures. But this time around, the system will give you certified extracts. In the certified extract, those information are hidden, are not given to the public. Also, business owners, directors, officers of the company, trustees, proprietors, and partners can also apply to the Commission for protection of their addresses. But it comes with a token, and you must give the reason why you need to hide your residential address so that it will not be in the public register. And also, this new law comes with person with significant control. And person of significant control also is part of the transparency, revealing, disclosing the people behind companies.
All right, Mr. Betta, your department is in the center of all of this, and I do know that from time to time you have assured us that there will be no challenges or pronounced challenges. But tell us exactly, since the opening of the new portal about 2 weeks ago, what are some of the pronounced teething problems that you've been getting from customers?
I won't sit down here to say there won't be challenges. As humans, we always have challenges. But the most important thing is that God Almighty has given us the capacity to overcome challenges whenever they rear up their ugly heads. So, and to that extent, we anticipate that there will be challenges. But we have also made provisions to overcome those challenges whenever they show up. So, but the most challenges that we faced since we launched the upgrade portal is that of education. I said to you a few minutes ago that some of our colleagues in the legal profession and some other customers of ours are members of the public. Not everyone is conversant with the provisions of the new law. We will have to remind some customers that there is a new law in place, pursuant to which some of the things they see on a portal were made. My colleague a few minutes ago talked about persons with significant control. And this is a new provision that has come with the new law. In the repeat law of which is CAMA 1990, there was no provision for persons with significant control. I mean, here we have it in the new law. So, and the portal has also come with it. And for as long as a shareholder has a minimum of 5% of the issued shares, 5% of the issued shares, that shareholder must disclose that fact. Because that's what the law says. If the system has found that you have a minimum of 5% of the issued shares allotted to you, the system will force you to disclose that fact. So you will not be allowed to bypass it. And some users are not conversant with that provision of the new law. So they'll be wondering, what is it again on the portal that CAC has introduced? How do you go about it? And even some learned friends of ours who have come to understand that yes, the law makes provision for that, have also not realized that the law is not just talking about one person who has minimum of 5%, but any shareholder at all who has a minimum of 5% shares allotted to him must disclose it. So some of our customers, as soon as they enter the first particulars of someone who has up to a minimum of 5%, they think they are done. Okay? But that's not correct. If there are 5 shareholders, for instance, and 3 of them, by the virtue of the number of shares that were allotted to them, they each had minimum of 5%. Those 3 shareholders must be disclosed. It is not about the first person. Those 3 shareholders must be disclosed.
Okay, let me come to the technical assistant. We do know that the Registrar General runs an open system, and this upgraded portal. How are you up to the task in terms of the kind of volume of calls and volume of questions that will be at your doorstep from now and on, and how efficiently are you going to answer them?
Okay, Registrar General is really open. He's having an open door system. He interacts with the customers. He also listens directly from them. He doesn't want people to come to tell him what is happening. He also inquire, and he issue out his phone numbers to these people. They get across to him through WhatsApp, through emails, and even Telegram. So, and as soon as he's very proactive. When he gets a complaint, he will channel the complaint, and he will ensure that the person that is resolving the issue resolve instantly without wasting time. He can even call you 1 a.m. or send you WhatsApp message 1 a.m. when he receives a complaint or any issue from a customer. Okay. And early in the morning, he will ask you, where are we? What is the status of this issue? Is it resolved? Is a goal getter.
Mr. Betta, as we round up, so the upgraded portal is also going to open new opportunities where you see upsurge in registration, because people can now do it at the comfort of their home, at a reduced fee, and at a speed and comfort. The capacity of your registration portal to take the kind of volume that will be coming in.
All right.
Because you said you are more futuristic, you said.
Very well.
Okay.
Very well. And you agree with me that this is not the first time we are launching a portal to the public. So we're also coming with some experience. And we are very much aware, as soon as everyone embraces this technology, we'll have an upsurge of activities. And we have, within the limit of our abilities as human beings, we have done all our projections. We've done all our projections to ensure that there's always business continuity in the event that there are challenges which we cannot foreclose at this moment. So what we have done is to make sure that we have active sites, different active sites. So what it means is that when one site is down, the other site automatically takes up. Our system is also made to be scalable, in the sense that as the volume increases, we're also able to increase the capacity of the system to accommodate that increase of activities. So, and I can assure you and the members of the public that they will not lose sleep at all.
Mr. Alberto Ambrose Chinwike, Head Information and Communication Technology, Corporate Affairs Commission, and Malam Mohammed Abdullah, Technical Assistant to the Registrar General. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your time.
You're most welcome.
And this is where we draw up the curtain on this week's edition of the program. We say thank you for watching. For comments and inquiries, please take advantage of our social media handles and helplines. On Twitter, it is at CAC Nigeria 1. On Instagram and Facebook, it is Corporate Affairs Commission. Our email is cservice@cac.gov.ng and our website is www.cac.gov.ng. And our helplines are 081 822 99016 or 081 822 98971, 090 874 01598 or 090 874 01599 and 090 874 01600. Do join us next week for yet another interesting edition of the program. Same time, same station. From me, Amina Jibril, and the whole team here, it is bye for now.